Hello, welcome to the update. I'm Susie Thompson. The body of a missing 61-year-old woman has been found stashed in the boot of her own car in Queensland. Wendy Sleeman reported a break-in at her Gold Coast property on Tuesday. By the time officers arrived, she'd disappeared, her son allegedly also leaving the home in her blue Honda Jazz. Superintendent Brendan Smith says forensic examination of electronic devices led police to the garage where that car was parked.
We believe that it was him that drove the car here. He obviously had some premeditation because he'd hired a garage.
Firefighters battling a bushfire in Western Australia's Midwest have found a man's body in a vehicle. Arson squad detectives and fire and emergency services investigators are on the scene to determine the cause of the fire. Police say the man's role on the fire ground and events leading up to his death will be investigated. A man has been seriously injured in a crocodile attack in the Northern Territory. He was collecting crocodile eggs on a cattle station near Daly River when he was bitten. The man was flown to Darwin in a private chopper, then rushed into surgery for leg injuries. Staff shortages at Queensland's youth detention centres have resulted in children being held in isolation for extended periods. The Australian reports an Aboriginal boy spent nearly 24 hours in solitary confinement on Christmas Eve. State government policy dictates kids in detention be out of their rooms for a minimum of 12 hours a day. The Prime Minister says he'll meet with new Australian of the Year Taran Brumford once her schedule calms down. The campaigner and documentary maker's focus is to make people feel comfortable in their own skin. She's asked to sit down with Anthony Albanese to discuss what she says is a crisis of body shaming. Albo says they'll lock in a time to talk.
She's been a bit busy, I've got to say, and we'll have a meeting as Australian of the Year. I think she's a wonderful choice. She has played an extraordinary role already. But that's about to step up.
And Donald Trump will soon be back on our screens, Meta reinstating the former US president's accounts on Facebook and Instagram. In sport, the women's finalists have been decided at the Australian Tennis Open. Elena Rybakina defeated two-time champion Victoria Azarenka 7-6, 6-3. She set up a finals clash with Sabalenka, who ended the brilliant run of Polish veteran Magda Linette 7-6, 6-2. And the Aussie women have shown no mercy to Pakistan in the second T20 match in Hobart. The visitors scored just 96 runs from their 20 overs, with Australia claiming an 8-wicket win with 44 balls still in hand. In entertainment news, a woman who's been stalking Kelly Clarkson has been arrested outside her house, despite the singer recently taking out a permanent restraining order against her. The woman has now violated the terms of the restraining order 12 times. And Prince Andrew has reportedly been booted from Buckingham Palace. The palace is undergoing a multi-million-dollar renovation, which includes Andrew's suite. And that is the latest from the Nova podcast team. We'll see you later on for another update. I'm Susie Thompson.